saying to myself, it's really sad, because you mean to tell me there's no resources out here for people of, older elder for our elders, and these people have worked, all their lives, or have worked up until, until they got up in the age they are now. You mean to tell me there's no resources out here? Like what's really going on? That was what was coming to my mind. Like it's just really sad. But yet still you can take money and blow it by helping other countries versus. Good morning, how my beautiful. I'm gonna come out these glasses for a second. Good morning, how my beautiful queens and handsome kings doing this morning? How you all doing? Excuse me. Welcome back to the start of a new video. How you all doing? Happy Friday to you all. Boy, when I say time is really flying and the days seem to go by, it seems like time just going by super fast. I don't know if it's just my way of thinking, but like in reality, it's like these days, and we already halfway in the year. Like it's already May, finna get ready to be June pretty soon. It's like time really just flying. But welcome back, you all, to another day in the video. It's currently probably like, I don't know, probably like 10, 11, almost going on 11 o'clock where I'm at. I don't know, this morning I got up really early for some reason. I don't know. These last couple of days, I just haven't really been able to sleep for some reason. I find myself getting up nowadays around like at 2 a.m. in the morning. And yesterday I had to get up early because I was telling you all that video just went live today. I had edited that video yesterday, so when I got in, gave you all like a little mini food pantry haul. And I do want to reflect on that too. It was something that really caught my attention when we went up there and got the food pantry. But but yeah, you all yesterday I had got up about what, 6 something, I want to say. Yeah, because I've been up since 6 yesterday morning. I got up because me and my sister, we walked to the school and got us some food pantry. Just, they put a lot of canned goods, eggs. I kind of shared that, but if you haven't got caught up on that video, I did share it as a post on my community page this morning for you all to see. But yeah, you all, other than that, hold on, y'all. Okay, you all, I'm back. I forget I had to go in and put some of this on my face. I normally, after I wash my face in the morning, my Pond's cream, I normally like to put that on my face for moisture. And I probably shouldn't even put it on my face yesterday, because when I was walking and I was coming back to the house after I did picked up the food, I was burning up. Like, I don't know. I think I mentioned to you, I'm going through like menopause, premenopause early. It's like ever since I turned 40, it's like I'm starting to have more hot flashes than normal. But yeah, other than that, my morning been starting out great. I just kind of wanted to come in the vlog and just talk to you all before I start doing my Bible study. That's kind of unusual because normally I prefer to do my Bible study and my daily devotion. But I did read my daily devotion before I came in. But I am going to go on and do my Bible study after this, and then um, do some little journey, take some notes down. So yesterday when we was doing the food pantry, everything was seemed so fine. Everything the people was, it's good to see that despite of what's going on and what's happening in the economy, that there's people out here who still, trying to keep their head above water and stay motivated at all times and speak good morning. Because like I was telling you all, nowadays I have stopped speaking to a lot of people because when I used to speak good morning, good evening, or whatever to people, nowadays it's like, people would look at you crazy. But when we went yesterday, these people, they were so friendly. It was just people, waiting in the line for food and, doing the food pantry like we was. But really what stood out to me most, and because I'm always watching my surroundings at all times when I'm, just traveling in general, period. Yeah, but what stood out to me most was it came to my mind and I'm like, wow, it's it let me know that it's getting worse, or it's getting more, like, times is really hitting for a lot of people, not just myself, but me just standing in that line. And then another thing what came to my mind when I'm just sitting there watching, I'm looking like, it was more older people in the line than, I would say, middle-aged people or people my age or younger. It was more older people than, than the average 30 or 40-year-olds or maybe 20s to, do the pantry. And what stood out to me about the situation was, I'm like, you mean to tell me that, hold on. Okay, you out. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I had to go. Today is actually like a somewhat productive day for me as well. I ended up having to wash 2 loads of laundry, and then I was making some more syrup for my coffee. I think the next time I decide to make up another batch of syrup, I'll probably give y'all like a little coffee, little mini, just show y'all how I make my iced coffee at home. I do it if y'all want me to do it as a little YouTube short or a video. I do that. I consider doing that like a little, show you how you can be your own barista at home. I probably, incorporate that like in a separate video. But what stood out to me, what stood out to me most, that it was more older people, like probably 60, 70 and up, getting the pantry. And what stood out to me in my mind, and I was saying to myself, is really sad, because you mean to tell me there's no resources out here for people of, for our elders, and these people have worked, all their lives, or have worked up until, until they got up in the age they are now. You mean to tell me there's no resources out here? Like what's really going on? That was what was coming to my mind. Like, it's just really sad. But yet still, you can take money and blow it by helping other countries versus the people here who, like I say, need help as well, And I have mentioned this. It's just that really stuck out to me, like, because it just shows me that times is getting worse. Times are getting harder. And I feel like it, I don't know. I try to, like I tell you, I keep my head above water. It's just a figure of speech I use. I try to keep my head above water. It's just a speech. But I feel like we headed to a depression, or we somewhat already slowly getting there, because it's just showing me, and the reason why I say that, because a couple years ago, my great-grandma brought this to my attention. So it's like when I was out there getting the food, I'm just watching. I'm just looking at my surroundings. Because I don't care where I'm at, I'm always going to be watch my surroundings. That's just me. Because y'all know, I told y'all, I've been doing Instacart for the last couple years, maybe last year now, and up until now, and it's really been helping me. So but I've been off this limited time. I just said, you know what, I'm going to go, do the food pantry because I was told they do it every Thursday at the school. And but I was off yesterday, and I'm off this upcoming Thursday. So I'm think I might head it back that way, because you never can have too much of none. It's like I'm just trying to be prepared for whatever's, come my way. I just want to make sure I'm prepared and stocked up on a lot of canned goods, because my great grandma always told me, whatever you do in life, make sure you keep you plenty of canned goods on hand. And I'm starting to see why she said that and what she mean. Because at that time when she was educating me on a lot of things, I couldn't understood. Not understood. I couldn't understand what she meant. But now I see why she said these things. But it's just sad because a couple years ago, this was probably when in 2024. Not 2024. It's when I was back at home in Chicago. My great grandma, we used to always just talk. I stayed with her because my high school was right down the street from where she stayed at, so I just went to school from there. And she was just telling me, she said, I feel like it's gonna be a depression. And when she said that, I said depression. I said, what you mean by depression? And she said, well, depression is where people might have to, if they lose their jobs or get laid off, they might have to wait in the soup kitchen or wait for food, or, or probably have to, everybody have to stay, live with one another just to try to survive what, the upcoming what's might gonna happen. And when she said that, it's like my mouth dropped. Now stating this happened when she brought this up because she was still alive. This was in 2004. Here it is, 2025. I don't know if she seen some signs or God was revealing to her what was gonna happen in the years come, because she passed away in 2019. But when she brought this up to me, she was aware of us, she was alive and well. She was getting around good and everything. And when she said that brought yesterday when we was getting the food, it kind of brought tears to my eyes, but then again, it let me know that I just could hear her voice in my ears, like, that same speech, what she was telling me. I can just hear her saying that while me and my sister was walking and getting the food. Because, I was letting you all know, maybe a video, and you ought to hear it in this video. This video in the video that I just shared this morning, that I told you all, my album's been kind of up and down. And so, I never seen business this slow in the hotel. Memphis and May, it used to be extremely busy. Extremely busy in the hospitality industry. When I say it's been extremely slow and it's still May, that let me know either the economy is either really slacking or money is tight for a lot of people, because it never been this slow. Like, long as I've been working in the hotel industry, I told you I've been doing this for almost over 10 years. I never been off so many days out of a week. Like I say, last week I only worked 4 days. This week I only worked 3 days. I'm like I say, I'm forever thankful for some days, because like I said, I know it could be worse. But at the same time, I'm learning that I gotta figure it out. I'm trying to figure out what my next step. So with me saying that is that I said I'm finna apply myself more to more jobs. I'm gonna go this, I'm off Tuesday. No, I work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Either Wednesday. I'm thinking Wednesday coming up. I'm gonna go apply myself and go to and apply for some more jobs Wednesday. I'm just gonna make that a day for me to get out and go job hunting, because I just can't depend on just this job to really support me, because really from what I'm seeing, the hours just it's not enough. It's not enough. And I always, like, I come on camera, I try to tell you all, I try to be as real as possible. Like, I'm an overall, I like to open up and be transparent and share my, how I'm actually feeling, or things that I'm experiencing or seeing with my own eyes. I know most times people would think, when people, would think most creators come online and if, I don't want nobody ever feel sorry for me, because I know everybody is is going through something in these times. I just like to be real and transparent. And I'm starting to see now that most time when you be real and open up about certain things, it's like it makes some people that just want to run away from you or don't want to hear. But I feel like in the times we living in now, if you have a voice, you need to let people know what's really happening out here and what's really going on, because from the way things looking and from what I have seen yesterday, it's not looking too good at all. Like I say, I'm gonna continue to stay prayed up, and I encourage you all to stay prayed up as well. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. But yeah, we have to stay prayed up, because it's like we living in some these times are very uncertain. I was looking at a video yesterday of a creator was mentioning how she been doing, how she been creating content for over 10 years now. I just started following her too. I have seen a couple of her videos come across my time feed. So this particular video really stuck out to me, and I clicked and I watched the whole video. She was just doing the chit chat. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. But yeah, it just let me know. I forgot what I said because I was talking to my sister at the moment, and mother was coming in. I don't know, some things I just, everything's just not meant for be online. It was like a little private moment we was all talking, so I decided to cut the camera off. But anyway, yeah, it just let me know that time's not getting no, we gotta stay prepared. I just encourage anybody, that's, if you feeling like, your feelings are valid, you're not alone. But I was about the content creator, influencer. But yeah, she was saying how she been doing it she been a wig influencer, like promoting wigs, and that's how most of them might make their money besides, getting views on the platform. And she was saying about the tariffs affecting, what's going on now with the law being passed with the tariffs. Now it's affecting the wig companies. So if the prices continue to rise, it's going to affect the wig. She said it's going to probably affect some of the wig influencers, which I hope it don't. I hope and pray it don't. And see, that's another thing with all these decisions being made. These people don't understand, and I hate to just jump into, because I told y'all know my channel is more on my lifestyle, but this is just the truth. I'm just opening up right now because I'm just tired. It's like it's just becoming too much. But when you make decisions that you think that's helping people, when actually in reality it might be affecting people financially, and you bothering people's livelihood, I have a problem with that. I mean, because at the end of the day, you coming up with all these theories on what should this look like and what should this be and how this should be. You're not helping people by messing with their money, And we already know what's going on. Everybody all over the world know what's going on. And from what I'm hearing, it's not just the U.S. are being affected by a lot of stuff. I heard overseas having it too. I don't know. I never travel outside the country, but you're doing too much. I'm gonna just say it like that, But I'm gonna say overall, we just gotta stay prayed up, you all. We really have to stay prayed up. If I have to start coming on my channel sharing the scriptures or something like that, I might need to do that, because it's getting bad. It's getting bad. I'm just saying it like that. I never seen anything like it in my life, Me being the 80s baby, you got 80s baby, us 80s, 90 babies, and maybe now 2000, and even to what my daughter, she born 2008, my daughter. We never seen nothing like this. Like we wasn't educated on nothing like this, and we never seen nothing like this. Like I told y'all, schools, they only teach you what they want you to know as far as history wise. It's so much history and things have happened that before my time that I'm just not finding out about it just for me Googling and researching or YouTube. When you go into school, they only teach you what they want you to know, as far as history wise. A lot of stuff I had to learn from, like I just said, on my own. But we wasn't prepared for stuff for what's happening. And like I say, you know, me being a single mother and me being a mother of one, it breaks my heart and it hurts. That's why I even tell my daughter, I talk to my daughter, stay in school, get your education. You know, if you want to go off to college, get your college. You know, college. There's nothing wrong with getting, like I say, college is not for everyone. I don't knock nobody. I was talking to one of my coworkers about this very subject maybe like 3 weeks ago. College not for everybody. I don't judge people who choose not to go off to college. If you got your high school diploma, GED, that's still good. Because nowadays you can have all these certifications and these jobs still going to pay you chunk change. I'm just going to be honest. So it's nothing wrong with if you choose to want to go out to college and further your education. It's always something. It always would look good for something to fall back on, you know, because you do have, you know, skills in a different, you know, in the area. But it just the times I never seen nothing like it in my life. Like I never thought that in the 40 years I've been on earth that I would be seeing things like this. Like, I mean, it's to the point now where some people just losing hope. Like, I see a lot of things with my own eyes, even when I'm traveling, getting off of work, me just walking downtown sometimes. I don't really just show, you know, because I have respect, like, for myself and people. I'm not just finna show. I tell y'all that all the time. I'm not just gonna up and throw my camera out and just be showing random people. But the things I see downtown would literally make a person cry if they have, like, a heart, if they have remorse for others. Like, when I say the homeless right here in Memphis have skyrocketed, I never seen nothing like it. And then the thing is, they heard about to stay in the mission or the mission or the shelters down here, they have to pay. But how can they pay because half times if they do get like some type of income for themselves, most times it probably be like a relative or somebody over it. So how can they pay you something and they don't have it? They don't have it. How can you charge these people when they don't have anything? And it's just really sad, y'all. It just yesterday really woke me up and showed me that I'm not the only one out here going through it. Like, I know I wasn't the only one going through it anyway, but just be standing in that line, it really woke me up. But yeah, I just kind of want to come in and just give y'all a little morning chat. I know I have a lot to share, you know. It's sad. We just got to stay prayed up. We got to stay prayed up. You know, everybody believes different. I'm not, you know, forcing religion. You know, I was taught religion and politics is two things. You know, you don't just chat with everybody. But I'm sorry. I just had to kind of open up in this video, you know, about my feelings because, you know, times is really uncertain, you know. I'm starting to see more and more people, content creators, YouTubers, influencers, opening up about this economy, like what's going on. Some of these people been on this platform for 10 plus years. They even saying that they hurt now even financially because they might not be getting the views that they usually get. And it's just breaking my heart. I'm like, it's just sad. It's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. Some got to give, but I know God sees everything. God, I think I have mentioned to you all a little bit while back, he revealed some things to me in the dream. I had a dream I think I was sharing with you all when I was being attacked. I had told y'all that dream. That was I don't know because I got so many videos up now. But yeah, in this dream I was being attacked by 2 men and 2 women. And when I researched the number 4, you know, because it was 4 people, I was just minding my own business, walking to a store in a dream. And, you know, like I said, I was attacked out of, you know, just minding my own business. And so when I researched the number 4, it let me know that the reason why I was dreaming that because of stress. And I had Googled that and it said it's stress because I know I'm under a lot of stress, but I just try not to show it, but I try to stay, you know, prayed up, you know. But it's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm just encouraging someone just, whatever it is, whatever your beliefs is, just, stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. Continue to stay strong during the storm. I feel like God, it's a saying, say you never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. So regardless of what's continue to happen or what continue might come, what goes on, don't give up. Just stay strong. Stay prayed up. Stay prepared, and just keep going. Keep going. Don't let nothing, no one, I don't care, friends, whoever. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. You do what's best for you, yourself, and if you have children, your family, do what's best for you and your family, because it's getting rough out here. Like I say, people don't have a care in the world. It's not everybody, but some people don't have a care in the world about others, and that's why I feel like, it's a lot, but I know we're gonna get through it. But yeah, I just want to come in. I think I'm gonna get into my word and do some researching, and whatever I come up with, I might list some scriptures down in my community posts, and what's been helping me lately. So yeah.